I'm Ryan Sloan. I'm here with
Manny.
and
Chris.
and this is PTI. Today's topic of discussion is the NBA draft. Although everyone knows that Victor Wembanyama is going number 1 overall, who are the Charlotte Hornets going to take at number 2? Let's hear what Manny thinks.
So, for me, the obvious choice would be Scoot Henderson. But the Charlotte Hornets already have a star caliber point guard in LaMelo Ball. So, what I expect them to do is either trade the pick or draft Asar Thompson or a forward in the draft. Let's hear what Chris has to say about the topic.
So, some would say trade the pick, maybe try to get Brandon Ingram or something. But in my personal opinion, they need to rebuild. They need Scoot Henderson, and that backcourt could be Scoot and LaMelo. And getting a player for that second pick won't help them. They're not even competing for the postseason. They're in rebuild mode. They need young stars. Eventually, in maybe 10 years, then that's where they're going to be competing.
So Chris thinks Scoot, but Manny thinks Asar Thompson. What about Asar Thompson is so special?
I think I saw his game in Overtime Elite. He was an amazing player. He averaged 15 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. He was able to dribble, shoot, finish, and play defense. He could also pass the ball, and I think that's exactly what the Charlotte Hornets need.
He's also a very young player, so
Yes.
he has a lot of time to work on his craft. Chris, what about Scoot Henderson is so special?
Well, look at him. His build is amazing. He's huge. He's playing the point guard. He did very well in the G League, which is a higher league than the OTE league. He's ready for the NBA, and trading the pick or just taking him on Thompson just doesn't make sense. You're taking a guy for position, just doesn't make sense right now if you're the Hornets. You need the talent on that. They need the talent on that team, and taking him on Thompson or trading the pick just doesn't make sense to me.
The Hornets could certainly use some depth, but if they were to trade it, what would be their best trade, you think?
Well, I've heard things about Brandon Ingram, all-star caliber players, maybe Jaylen Brown, Halliburton, people like that. But I think the Hornets, like I said, do not need a guard. Because they already have LaMelo Ball and Terry Rozier, also Kelly Oubre. So I think a center or a forward would be a better fit for the Hornets.
Chris, what do you think they should trade the pick for?
Well, if they were going to trade the pick, I would say I would go after young players for that pick, kind of get a bigger package rather than a guy like Halliburton or like Ingram, and get people who are going to make impacts in the future, less than now, because they don't really need it right now.
Thank you. I'm Ryan Sloan, and that was PTI.